these are the finished results of the beef ribs with gravy. I didn't get a chance to show you the whole picture, but this is what it looked like. Everybody's had tore into these ribs. They are meaty, they're delicious, and the gravy is just right. Look at that. This is Sandra. I want to tell you happy eating and thank you for coming to my channel. All right, this is Sandra. I want to say happy eating and thank you for coming to my channel. What I'm going to do today is beef ribs and gravy. Yes, beef ribs and gravy. I'm going to do that today. And I'm going to show you how I do my beef ribs and gravy. Once you see the ribs, look how the ribs are so beautiful. Ain't they beautiful? Ooh, I just love them. So what I'm going to do is cut them. Already washed. Just cut them down like this. Cut them down. Oops, they slippery, y'all. Cut them down, and this got a little meat on them, so I'm going to leave that bone on there. And then cut this one down. Cut it down like that. And get that gristle right there. You got to cut down with a good knife to get that gristle out of there. Just like that. Got to pull it a little bit. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is show you how to season them. Because we're going to pan fry these first. We're going to put black pepper. Black pepper on them all like that. Put some salt. Just like that. And we're going to drowse them in some flour. Shake it off. And put them in this hot oil. Show you how to do it again. Black pepper. Some salt. Just a little salt, not a lot. And drowse them in this flour because we're going to deep fry these. Not deep fry them, but just give them a good brown on them. So we'll be right back and let you see what the other ones do after we get these brown. We're going to let you see what they look like. All right, now we're going to do the roux. That's the gravy to go over the beef ribs. So what I just did is seared the beef ribs. And when you sear the beef ribs, you have that brown tar on it. I guess you call it whatever. But anyway, you brown them and get that sear on them. Excuse me, y'all. Because right now, it is really a good thing to do this gravy, and you need to watch me because some of my subscribers did not know how to do the roux. So what I'm going to show you how to do the roux now is I have to use my hand camera. So what I'm going to do now is show you how much oil. Now you have this oil left over from frying the ribs. So we're going to put flour in there, just about enough flour, equal enough to do this roux with. So we're going to keep stirring it like this, get into a cream. We're going to keep stirring it like this until it get to a brown consistency. Now we want this to be a light brown. We just don't want it to be a dark brown for a roux. I mean for a gumbo. We just want it to be a sort of a light brown to go over these ribs. So what I'm doing now is just showing you how to do a roux because some of my subscribers was wondering how I did it for the chicken wings, the roasted chicken wings and gravy. So this is going to be the same identical thing. It's just that you're using this a little browner. We made a lighter roux for the wings gravy, but we're going to do a darker roux, excuse me, for the ribs. So we're going to keep on doing this until it turns brown. And this is all you're going to need to do with this is need to add onion, garlic, and you're going to need to get some beef stock. I like to use beef stock. This kitchen basic is really, really good. I love that. it's really rich and it tastes really, really good. And I believe you will love that because it enhance the flavor of beef gravy. Okay, so what we're doing now is just making the roux, just like this. And when it gets to the brown, that what we want, I'll bring you right back. All right, you see you see the color of our roux. Our roux is a dark brown, but not a dark brown that you do for gumbo. So we got that ready. So we're gonna put onion in there. You can put any season that you want in this dish if you want. You can do what you want. If something you like, you put in there. So we're gonna saute the onions a little bit in the roux. We're gonna put some garlic in there. I always get the garlic. I put the juice of the garlic in there too. Just like that. Okay, get the garlic in there. Stir it up like that. Cut it down a little bit. So you can get that little roux taste of flour out your dish. You know, you want to take that flour taste out. So you just put a little a little onion and a little garlic in there. And let it simmer a little bit. And then we're going to add the beef broth. We're going to add the beef stock, just like that. Squeeze it all out of there. Add it in there like that. This is really good, y'all. Y'all love this. This is really good. I'm skeeting it all on the floor. Lord have mercy. Okay. Skeeting it all on me. Okay, there you go. We're going to add the rest of it to the brew, and we'll be right back. All right, now. Our gravy is thick, and that's what we want it, just like that. We let the onions and the garlic cook into the gravy, into the roux, to take that flour taste out of it, because you don't want to have nothing tasting like flour. So you want to make sure that's cooked into the gravy. See the gravy? That's what you got right there. Now you can add mushrooms to this. If you want mushrooms, you can add mushrooms. You can add bell peppers or whatever you want to put in this. So what I'm going to do is add a little water, because we want it to be kind of not too thin and not too thick. So I'm going to add a little water. Stir it in like that, because we're going to let it bake in the oven. So we want the gravy to be abundance. We don't want a little gravy and, you know, nothing to put on some pasta or some potatoes or rice. So we're just going to just do that like that, and that's good right there, because it's going to get thicker because you braise those ribs, those beef ribs in flour, and it's going to thicken it up too. So what we're going to do now is the onions. We have onions on top of the ribs. The onions on top of the ribs like that. And then we're going to pour this gravy on top, just like this, all over. It's all over, and we're going to place it in the oven. That's enough gravy. We're going to put a top, place it in the oven for about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe less. We want the ribs to be not tough. We want them to be tender. So maybe an hour and 15, hour, 20 minutes. And we'll be right back and let you see the finished results. These are the finished results of the beef ribs with gravy. I didn't get a chance to show you the whole picture, but this is what it looked like. Everybody had tore into these ribs. They are meaty, they're delicious, and the gravy is just right. Look at that. This is Sandra. I want to tell you happy eating, and thank you for coming to my channel.